Yo, what's going on? Welcome back to Football Therapy with me, your host, Jan. I do hope you're doing well. I really do hope that it's a beautiful day here in the kingdom. That's not why I'm wearing sunglasses. The truth is, I'm wearing them to conceal the untold horrors of my horrendously ill face. That's right, I'm sick. I'm sick. I'm ill on this beautiful day. It's ruddy sod's law, as we call it. And to be honest, like, it's just hiding the pain as well. Not just for you, but for me as well. A little bit of background lore. I went out, what's this? Monday today. I went out Friday night. I spent Saturday hungover, which as a 36-year-old man is a really difficult thing to do. And come Sunday, it was Mother's Day, and I ate loads of sugary food. And I don't usually eat sugary food, and that apparently lowers your immune system. And you're probably listening to this story thinking, what a pussy. And you'd be right. Do I keep that in? No, let's just keep this train going, man. Alright. Gonna talk about Kendrick Pires apparently not going on loan to Strasbourg. I did want to react to this Cristiano Ronaldo thing about him potentially signing for one of Chelsea or Man City for a month for the Club World Cup. And as ludicrous and peculiar as it sounds, could legit see it happening. Lionel Messi is playing in the Club World Cup. I think he is for Inter Miami, and Ronaldo ain't gonna be happy about that. Let me just double check. Yeah, I think so. And we all know what Ronaldo's like. He does not want to be left out. So we can talk about that. And look, I don't know when Maresca's pre-Tottenham press conferences, but I want to build a lineup for Tottenham. I know it's not for a few days, but I'll be reacting to different Chelsea news stories. And, you know, while we're here, we'll use Footbin and build a lineup together just for some sweet fun and to cheer me up. Guys, thanks for hanging out with me today. You're all most welcome. Do come back, like and subscribe. If you do choose to subscribe, you should hit that sweet, sweet bell, baby. I'm dying. What? Yeah, Kendrick Pires, false alarm, apparently. The Strasbourg links from L'Equipe were misinformed, or should I say, misleading. There has been reports saying since that he's not going on loan to Strasbourg. He will only train with the French club as part of the process of adapting to European football. The Ecuadorian is in Chelsea's plans for the Club World Cup. More on that in a moment. Why is this kid is getting some serious acclimatization protocol? He's coming to Chelsea to train loads. He's been to games. And now he's going to another European club to train. And are we not overcooking this a little bit? Apparently Esteval's just good to go. We're going to slam dunk the young Brazilian straight into the first team and rely on our success on him entirely. But Pires, we're like massaging him into integrating into the team in every single way, which seems a little bit... Why is he getting all the sort of special treatment? Not that I'm against it. Sensible, I suppose. And to be honest, I did say in recent videos, even yesterday, gosh darn it, that it's a vibe at Strasbourg at the moment. They're all having a lovely time. They're challenging for the Champions League. There seems to be an incredible team spirit. I imagine there's some Spanish speakers in the squad, maybe, being presumptuous there. Why the ruddy heck not? Anyway, no loan. I guess that's a good thing. And he will be utilised for the Club World Cup, so saith reports. Speaking of, our original opponent has been eliminated due to dual ownership or something, and there could be some peculiar playoff game that decides our first opponent, apparently. Which, to be honest, whatever. Look, there's been reports in the last couple of days that Manchester City or Chelsea could potentially sign Cristiano Ronaldo on a 1-month contract just so he can play in the Club World Cup this summer. Now, I'm going to sip my coffee before I tuck into this one, so I'm going to pause the recording. Right, obviously this sounds mental, but Cristiano Ronaldo is nearing retirement. He's been playing in the Saudi Arabian League, which is still not in the top 50 ranked leagues, whatever. Look, okay, I am not going to do any form of hit piece on Cristiano Ronaldo. For as much as I don't like I'm not so into his character, I do think he's the second best player of all time. I think he's the best example of a footballer that's built himself into something amazing. I don't think there's any better example. He's on par with maybe Brady, but like as like a sports figure who's done just incredible stuff to keep himself going. I think he's amazing. I don't think he's as good as Messi, because I think Messi doesn't do all that. He's just got the gift from God, Messi, and he's just, got he's almost like the spiritual manifestation of footballing poetry on the pitch, Messi. But Ronaldo is like a footballing terminator and deserves an immense amount of respect because he's built himself into this just incessantly productive machine. I do not necessarily like him too much because he's just constantly trying to remind people how he's the best. Which to me absolutely screams at the top of lungs, yells insecurity, just wants to just everyone like him and wants him to be the best. Which is why I think he could probably this is a real thing. Because Inter Miami's been allowed into the Club World Cup. His Saudi team, Al Nassr, I don't think are in it. And look, again, as much as I'm, bantering him here, whatever, why not? He deserves it. He deserves this opportunity to, demonstrate. He's still, I know he's been playing in the Saudi League, but I still think, obviously, he plays for Portugal still. He's obviously playing at a very, very high level capacity. So, from his perspective, I reckon this could be real, yeah? Because he'd love to outshine Messi in a tournament that everyone's watching and yada, yada, yada. So I think it's a real thing. And I do think, would Man City do it? I don't know if Man City would do it. I wonder, because if Todd Boehly has any control left in Chelsea, I think we'd do it. Excuse me. Because we know Todd Boehly really wanted to sign Ronaldo when he first was whisked away for drinks with George Mendes. And we've since been, he's been loving his relationship with Chelsea, George Mendes, throwing around the likes of, most recently, Joao Felix, etc. Is Pedro Neto a Mendes client as well? Anyway, point being, Todd Boehly really wanted to sign Cristiano Ronaldo early doors because he wanted to do that blockbuster marquee Galactico signing. Many Ronaldo stans that also support Chelsea got very excited about this prospect. I was not because, look, if it was a few years ago, of course, I would have loved to sign Ronaldo, pay him what he wants. He's a winner, but he's just it's just I didn't think it was a good idea to give all Chelsea's revenue in wages to Ronaldo as this player. He's not going to run and press in the Premier League. He scored a few goals for Man United. But a lot of Man United fans would tell you it's a massive mistake signing Cristiano Ronaldo. In fact, the current manager of Manchester United, Ruben Amorim, who's Portuguese himself, who managed Sporting, he was like, it was rumoured that they could have a chance to re-sign Ronaldo, he was like, absolutely not. And that's Sporting rejecting Ronaldo. Not because of his age profile and pressing ability and how the wages would have to funnel. That being said, would you tell me, Jan, would you be against giving Ronaldo a 1-month contract to play in the Club World Cup? No, because it's terrific theatre, banter, and box office. Yeah, do it. Do it. Jan, if you said, Jan, do you want to give 40-year-old Ronaldo a contract to play at Chelsea in a Maresca system for 400k a week? I'd just say no. Genuinely, I'd rather invest in whoever other striker and let them develop in the team. But as a pure marketing exercise, which, let's be real, the Club World Cup largely and predominantly is, chuck him in. Why the ruddy heck not? Or, I see him more likely going to Chelsea because we're more of a sort of circus in that sense than Man City at the moment. We're until we're a settled and winning team, we're just, And if Boehly still was in control, he'd love to sign Ronaldo. So, but the thing is, like I said, because of the almost exhibition nature of the Club World Cup, I'd be like, yeah, whatever. I think it's quite funny. I'd love to cover it on here. And yeah, man, I've been like, I'm ill, so I'm being a bit silly. I'm obviously bantering Ronaldo because I think he is, it's insecure guy, which is insane because he's, in the top 2 footballers of all time. But obviously he's amazing, deserves immense respect. I'm not one of these like children on Twitter who either support Messi or Ronaldo and say the other one's terrible and try and denigrate the other one because it's dumb. And I'm, despite everything I've said today, I'm a grown up. So he's amazing, deserves a great deal of respect. It'll be interesting to see what happens there. Righty-ho then. Alright, I am going to try and build a proposed lineup for the Tottenham Hotspur game, which is going to be tough because Chelsea haven't played in so long. Everyone's got their own idea of how we should line up now. Hopefully everyone's back fit. We've seen Reece James play at right back for England and left back, and he's been playing at centre mid for Chelsea. So it's all over the gaff, really. But we're going to try and do it together today. And again, Maresca might come out and say like, actually, so-and-so is not fit, or he might randomly just say in his press conference, I've decided to change tactics, everyone. Do you know what I mean? So this may what do you call it? This may be dated soon. I did just double check to see if the press conference is soon. I don't know if he's doing a press conference when it is. It might be tomorrow. When do we play actually? Chelsea, Tottenham. I think it's midweek. It's not till Thursday actually, so it will probably be midweek actually. But still, as an exercise, as an end of month bit of fun, I want to build a lineup for you, man and woman. So here we go. We're using Footbin as per usual. I'm very, very sorry to remind my dear, sweet and gentle viewers that it will almost certainly, unless injured, be Rob Sanchez in goal, because he is apparently the first team Chelsea goalkeeper, which, if we have everything crossed and believe in positive vibes, that will change next season. Cucurella, though, he's freaking mustard, and he will start at left back. It will get a little bit tough moving forwards. Let's do the dead certs. Caicedo, he is absolutely amazing. And Enzo Fernandez, if you look at how Enzo Fernandez has been playing recently for Argentina, and indeed not too bad for Chelsea, those two men are going in there. It's going to get tough from here. #spoiler. The centre-backs, I'm going to go what's this French there? Writing French stuff. Why can't I write English? Col Wheel. Passing centre back, left for, and we could see a Trevoh Chalobah play on the left, but we want a left footer there. We want someone who can pass a lot. Obviously, spring counter attacks. Even though Maresca doesn't like transitional football, you will have such opportunity to play against a high line against Tottenham. So get the passing lads in. Similarly, you will need quick recovery pace on transition yourself. I am backing my boy Wes Fofana. And the partnership of tomorrow, Colwell and Fofana, to do their thing. Not been flawless. A lot of people have called for, the likes of Tosin or Chalobah to come in. Even like Badiashile, people, in his absence, they thought, remember that this guy did actually play well a few times for Chelsea, but I do think it's those guys. Now. This could really be anyone. I don't think it's going to be Reece James. Unless he plays as an inverting right back, because we know Maresca wants him to occupy midfield positions. What you're left with? You're left with, Gusto, of course. But also, you're left with the options of Joshua Chiampong, Chalobah as well, to play as the, a sort of maybe inverting, or of course we can imagine Cucurella doing his thing up here, in either joining the midfield or even that number 10 pocket. Just for safety, I'm going to say Gusto, because he's got speed, And now it's going to get tough. No, look, Nico Jackson, he's back, he's fit, he's in full team training. There's no way we can't play Nico Jackson. He loves playing against Ange Postecoglou's Spurs as well, so I imagine he'll be straight in. Right, tricky, because if we're playing a 4-2-3-1, of course this will be Cole Palmer. I do think it's going to be Reece James. I just do think it's going to be Reece James to complete that midfield three. Many of you will be like, what you would want to see. This is me predicting, because a lot of people will want James at right back and Lavia to come into the midfield, who has been training, yeah. And then you'd have, like, no disrespect to Gusto, but who is a great young player, but just hasn't really been doing it. And I know he doesn't see him as a right back, but let's just for the dreamers, yeah. This is what people would like to see. And I'm not putting words in many people's mouth, but a lot of Chelsea fans. Suddenly, you got captain here, captain there, amazing midfielders here that can control the game. Maybe let's just leave it like that, because that's what we'd like to see. Which means, of course, you need to get Palmer in somewhere, so he needs to play right wing. Which I don't think he does his best work there personally, and also I do think centrally. That's the thing, innit? Because he wants to play with Bay. He wants to play with Jackson, and they link up so well, and he'll be playing those balls in. You know what, guys? I'm sorry, but it just ain't working out. What's going on here, bro? Yeah, so Lavia, this is what I'm doing. I'm going 4-2-3-1 because we want you know, Palmer's got Bay back. Not only is it going to make Jackson play well, he makes him play well. The Tottenham combination, the counter-attacks, that's what I'm going to do. So, I mean, James, let's be real. None of this is going to happen. And Reece James is going to be playing as the number 8 in midfield. But humour me, ladies and gents. Okay, which means Neto, who has been playing well, as a false 9, we're going to the left wing over the not so in great form Jadon Sancho, and right mid, the returning Noni Madueke, our highest productive winger. And yeah, that team beat Spurs. I don't care. Don't at me. That team beat Spurs. Although let's be real, it's going to be a 4-3-3. James is going to be in midfield. Gusto's going to be there. Look, I'm not a hater. If Sancho starts, I'd like to see him with a better functioning team. But yeah, let me know what you think, guys. My painkillers are running low in terms of effectiveness. I've just had my coffee and I feel terrible, so I've got to end the video. But let me know your thoughts on how I think Chelsea should line up with those hopefully available players, and let me know what you think about the whole potential Ronaldo situation and all that kind of stuff. Like and subscribe, gang. I appreciate your support very much. And a reminder that generally daily there are uploads on the sister channel Football Yannick when I talk about non-Chelsea clubs and news. Alright, it ends now. Goodbye.